Why? Uh, Whoops. Oh well, yeah, well. Okay. Oh, well, I guess while long as I'm talking here. This is WrestleMania night, and if I'm being honest with you guys, I do got a story that was left incomplete. Do you guys think I should complete that? Let me know. This story I made is kind of interesting, isn't it? I kind of miss story designer mode a lot. Don't get me wrong, the beautiful graphics on the new game is amazing, but I wish it had some of these old finer details. We used to mess around with story designer, not even making stories. Like, that was real fun. And it's ironic that now that I got some stories I made like 2 years ago almost, you guys can't even play them. It kind of stinks. Well, I hope I can see you guys sooner or later. Love you guys. Yeah, well, I do know I'm late, because tomorrow is Monday and I'm supposed to go back to the other game on Monday, but I'm probably going to be stuck here for like another week or so with this older stuff. Do you guys got any like arenas or, I don't know, championship belts? Like Disney stuff I can use that I could make again or something? Maybe even some new ones? Let me know what you guys think. And you'll notice that in these games, there's a lot of people even introduced into the storylines that are not even as a playable character at all in the newer games. I know you're probably gonna want some like Kira back and stuff, but I gotta change up the game every now and then. I might make an anniversary game in a few years though, and have pretty much all the older ones back, but I just can't keep it consistent. There's just way too many people to add. I'm sorry guys, I hope you understand. You guys think the storyline's weird so far? I had a lot of fun creating it. I'm sorry guys, I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Pretty sure the story that I created is just gonna keep getting weirder and weirder. This is just kind of how I made it back then. I kind of just wish I could recreate the story in the newer game, but of course I can't. Well, not just this story, like all of them, like better graphics, better everything. Maybe some year they get story designer roll back. Fun fact for you guys: the storyline was actually inspired by me watching Austin and Ally, more specifically the newer one where they had Becky G on it. I believe Kimo Movie made a joke about how Becky G liked him. Obviously, that was just a joke for humor reasons, but I could be a funny guy myself, and I just kind of turned it into something. I got a lot of weird inspiration sometimes. I just really can't use it nowadays in the new game that much. Don't panic or fret too much, guys. Like I said, that was kind of made as a joke. I never reflected that change upon the game. Dez and Becky G never made it to a tag team. Just kind of making his joke a reality, so to speak, in a storyline, but not reality in the game itself. It's kind of funny. The reason why I bring up change the tag team based on storyline actions that happened in my story mode, it's ironic. There is, spoiler alert, a change that happens because of this. You guys will see soon enough. Okay, by chains I was not referring to Sophia Carson being part of the singing crew, but this storyline does explain why she's in the singing crew, and this is the reason why she did get put in. That much is obvious. What I was really referring to is what happens later on in this storyline, and you can't spoil yourself by looking at the new game's roster because the tag teams because it's not in there. It was only for this game I decided not to make it a real thing outside of this game. Sorry. But what do you guys think about me having an actual origin story for why Sophia Carson is in this singing crew? There's there was technically not more behind this, but it's a good sense of irony that I could safely say that there's more reasons that she's in the game. I'll be happy to explain them in a bit. Well, it is true that, yes, she's my favorite character in Descendants, and quite frankly, in a way, I think she's a little underrated. And, she could sing, and I just made a big deal about her in general. There's so many reasons. I'll explain the irony bit in just a sec. Okay. The ironic thing is, I believe when I was getting images a long time ago to make the characters in this game, there is something. I believe she stated that she looked at the people like Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez, and it just made the storyline and everything's so much more consistent in a way. Nowadays, we got some new interesting stuff going on here. Heavy Steinfeld apparently idolizes Demi Lovato pretty well. There's no way you can make a six-man tag team, and even though Haley Steinfeld clearly can sing, that's never gonna be a thing. Sorry, Haley. But yeah, I'll probably try to look up an image and a quip or something to show you guys. Another thing to tell you about the Sophia, I believe the more obvious one, she's inspired like stuff like Disney princesses and other stuff like that too. Which is kind of funny how she sort of wants to be like either a princess or a queen in Descendants. By the way, I can't wait for Descendants 2. That's gonna be so hype. I can safely say the game's getting a massive overhaul. At least as far as Descendants goes next year. Oh, I can't wait. And finally, Dove Cameron's actually gonna get a decent overall. I've had her a low overall because of River Maddie, obviously. But she's the leader of Descendants, but if you ever paid attention to her overall rating, she was the lowest rated one in the whole tag team. Next year, she's gonna be the second highest. The only one higher than her would be Boo Boo Stewart, of course. It's kind of funny how she was like the lowest overall for a long time. That's on the top of the discontinued series. Spoiler alert, Riv and Maddie is no more in the next game. And thus, she doesn't need to be low for the Riv and Maddie reasons anymore. And she's gonna be high because it's for the Descendants overall ratings. But as far as discontinued series go, should I discontinue some others like The Lards, Bizarre I mean, I don't know. Those are some new ones, but I thought I'd be bold and say some new ones. Let me know, guys. How do you guys feel about the Radio Disney Music Awards thing? I think it's pretty cool and exciting. If you don't believe me about how much Radio Disney has really taken over, nice zoom feature, the game, I can remind you of how many people have got ties to Radio Disney on the roster alone. Okay, now night zoom, but I need to go back. I'll tell you in a second. Right after Becca G gets done being attacked. Nah, I'll just wait until there's a nice long cutscene. Okay, there's just way too many people to name, but I'll try to name most of them. You got Becky G, you got Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, you got Ali and AJ, you got Vanessa Hudgens, Olivia Holt, Jordan Fisher, R5, Fifth Harmony, B. Miller. I think I said Vanessa Hudgens, I'm not even sure at this point. I mean, Sophia Caution, there's way too many people. I mean, Sabrina Carpenter, the list goes on and on. Topic of Radio Disney. What do you think about Jordan Johns? She isn't that much Radio Disney, but she's been shown on there before. She's friends with Skylar Stecker, who is, or was, on Austin and Ally for a while, before the show ended, and was one of the students of Austin and Ally. But Jordan Jones is a nice, talented little girl who did a music video with Forever in Your Mind, which part of that band is like Nardole from Best Friends Whenever. For Becky G. I wish I didn't scrap that idea I had of Best Friends Ever traveling in time to like Retro Disney to like That's So Raven and Zack and Cody, because that would have been so sweet, but I never went through with the plot. That stinks. Real bad. I don't know what story I'd want to make. I mean, I got a quote-unquote Camp Wire just sort of inspired story that just turns out to be mainly Radio Disney. I'd like to redefine that one and make it into more modern day one and add more Radio Disney people to it. And of course add the Camp What cast, and it'd all be fun. I had to figure out what the story would be, but could experiment. This cutscene plays out and War gets freeway piled. I suppose if you're taking a lot of hints, of course Warren Bender would have to be in that redefined storyline. Watch this. Boom! Two-man contact show. The zoom in feature could be a little annoying. You're still at Wookiee. Well, this was about 2 years ago. I think before this is all said and done, I'm gonna show you those little quips about I told you about the unfinished story, and you can tell me what you could do with them. Furthermore, if you guys watched my entrance video ones for 2K17, I didn't know if you could make that into anything. I really do. Okay, guys, I gotta get busy with alternate tires as well when I get back to the next game. But before this is all said and done, come on. Okay, guys, I gotta get busy with alternate tires as well when I get back to the next game. But before this is all said and done, I'm gonna show you like the concept and the pictures I use to help create the outfits. I've actually downloaded the photos and then looked at them in the game to help me make some of the outfits. Something I really cannot do on the new game. What's kind of funny trivia stuff to talk about. Imagine might never happen, but to be fair, I remember talking to you earlier, Sarah, about all the difficulty I've been having with this camera stuff. The tablet losing power. This is BAM! Sneak attack number 1! I almost said number 2! I kind of regret not being able to talk much about the first one because the first story is probably my favorite. The hero side, that is. The villain side's fun, but it's trivial. It's bad when you remember things out of order. I realized the so-called spoiler word I was talking about wasn't even necessary to mention at all. That so-called team I was referring to is actually in the next storyline. Embarrassing. Oh well, this is pretty much the end of the story here. It's just about over. I don't know if you were following it because of my distracting voice, but I hope you were. Yeah, if the Zoom just wants to work out better. Ah, screw it. Oh, now it focuses. Yo. Okay, this should be the engine right here. I'll get ready to show you some of the concepts in a sec. Granted, they're not gonna look as good as the photos looked. You probably recognize some of the outfits. Probably recognize the rest later on. Let me just get onto the Tarkin. Yeah, that's how I should have Becky G for the most part. Like, just a ruthless badass. Oh, I guess it just proves that you're only human though. Like, I'm trying to make her look like a badass all the time, but that's not logical. So I just went for having fun in the end. Then I made her a badass again. Yeah, mushy, mushy, wubby, wubby, blah, 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 disgusting, disgusting, cute, cute, sexy, sexy. I mean, You can refer to this how many ways you want. Yeah, I believe this is a comedy scene. Oh, the zoom in is working now. Shameless plug. Even knows I don't work for Disney. I don't even know. Okay. These are like the images I was using right here for like quick reference for stuff like different times, different world we live in, I suppose. Well, same world, but you know. Like, you don't see me doing this on the PS4 because I don't do that, and I never advertised I did this for the PS3. Nothing too special. After you can see without me even going to the big screen, like. Yeah, that's the basic kind of stuff, and then you even got slightly newer, which I wish this would focus on better. Yeah, if only she looked that good in the old PS3 game. It's kind of the outfit you just wore in the last story. But it doesn't look that good right there. But you get the concept.